Well, this is a project, and we're gonna talk about how was Mexico 100 years ago.
I think that Mexico was better 100 years ago and more in the rural areas because there was more people and more security, and in rural areas was less pollution and crime, and now Mexico have a lot of these problems and more crime.
Mexico 100 years ago is like a real thing. In 100 years, Mexico is got a lot of progress about technology, about all the people that comes to see comes from the real zone, and these things is the consequence that today the city is full of people, but with all the problems like pollution, traffic, and all the stuff, the people in the urban zone goes to the rural zone to get a better life without pollution and all these things that are the problems of the city.
How do you think that was Mexico 100 years ago?
Well, I think that 100 years ago, Mexico was more Pacific because it doesn't have so many supermarkets and there was more green areas.
Yes, and there is a lot of people and a lot of technology like cars, computers, and all of that. And that caused that now we have a lot of traffic and pollution, and that caused that we can live in a Pacific way in our city.
Yes, and the people didn't waste their time in things that don't have importance like TV, games, and computer or internet.
Yes, and 100 years ago, the families were more big. They were bigger, and they have a lot of children, a lot of food because the rural areas were more pacific.
Hi, girls.
Hi, how are you?
What are you talking about?
We're talking about how was Mexico 100 years ago. Yeah, and what do you think about it?
Well, I think that Mexico was pretty rural 100 years ago, and that doesn't exist a lot of technology, and there were like already like here in Guadalajara we have like a lot of malls, and well, we make a lot of traffic in the mornings, and yeah, you can see that.
Yes,
It's
and
heavy pollution. What do you think about it?
well, I think that just 100 years ago Mexico was very different. Now we have more problems like that, traffic, pollution, yes. And I think that we need more rural areas like 100 years ago.
Where did you go? One thing you have like, you know what? Respect by males. And they like make them lower. Yeah. Well,
That have changed.
yeah, a lot. We can both already, and we work and study. And marry. Hey.
How are you?
Fine. Oh, you know what I did yesterday? Oh, I saw Sophie, and Chela too, and we talked about how Mexico changed the last 100 years ago. What do you think about it?
I think a lot of things, but I think that in resume of all of that, I think that Mexico is better than 100 years ago because of all technology and all these things, because 100 years ago the people can do the things that we do now.
Do you think that Mexico is going to change in the future?
Yeah, every city changed with the time, but
How?
in technology also in all the population of the cities increased by the time, and that is a reason of the people go to rural areas to get up fresh air and all this stuff. Well, I'm gonna go to walk.